Commercial real estate is going through a difficult time. And let's talk specifically about office complexes. What is the state of office complexes right now? Well, during the COVID pandemic, businesses had to change overnight in finding a way to accommodate staying at home while still getting work done. Well, today, people are able to go back and be in the office. But yet, what happened? Well, with all these companies making these changes and offices having a requirement to send people home, well, now they don't necessarily have to come back to the office 5 days a week. Maybe I don't need 100% of my staff at the office. What if I can reduce the footprint that we need for rented space? What's a good way to cut cost? Have a smaller office. Maybe relocate the office to a facility that's a little less expensive. So how does that affect your property? How does that affect the property that maybe you're thinking about buying? Well, as we look at an office complex, the beauty is you have a centralized property. So there are going to be some fixed expenses. General maintenance, common areas, janitorial services, a lot of these expenses are fixed. So you're going to have a baseline. But when we get into the spaces that are available, do we need the extremely large facilities like we once did? Or are we seeing a shift on our property? What's the history? Even if you just bought this property, there is still a history from the previous owner. What was the occupancy? What types of tenants were they getting best? Which ones were being kept the most occupied? The beauty of these office spaces is you have all of this information available and you can see where you need to make adjustments. How can we keep the unit rented as much as possible? And how can we keep those operating costs to a minimum? Oftentimes, the operating costs are far more expensive than, say, the mortgage. Even at 100% occupancy, if our operating expenses are too high, we're killing the money flow on the property. So let's talk about your property. Let's talk about the changes that you could make and how we can balance out the shifting market so that you can see this investment as the positive that it was intended. My name is Baron McWright. I look forward to talking to you very soon.